Greetings. Okay, I'm trying something a little different. I've turned off the music completely, and more importantly, not so much muted the controller, but muted the TV, so I don't get, you know, recording the same sound twice over and creating the funny echo. So I'm actually resaving this one, and this is Hjerim. Uh, and the name of the city right now completely escapes me. Whiterun, I believe it is. And I had three bases named after this particular location. One of them called Hjerim, Maine, and then A, B, and perhaps even C. One of those survive. It's now called Pyramid, and the other one is just called Hjerim. Wind Hell, okay. And it is a bit windy. This fellow is my house Carl, sort of bodyguard, major domo, butler, cook, all rolled into one. And yeah, it's just weird not to hearing the music. So, great hall or main room and kitchen. Now, there was a blurb about me going through a graveyard in the previous version of this video. I played the game in 2019. I think there was a brief moment when I installed it when I moved here in 2021 where I had a look at a few things, and possibly including here. So there was a save for 2021. Unfortunately, the dozens of saves I had were lost when the PlayStation 4 crashed. Because apparently that's one of the ones that aren't saved to the cloud, or were not saved to cloud at the time, or whatever. So yeah, fireplace? No. It'd be nice if the fireplace that we have in No Man's Sky could be flipped over 90 degrees, because then you could, well, do this with it. Also, it'd be nice if it was orange instead of purple. So yeah, I believe in previous videos I commented on the lack of books, the bookcases. Well, that got resolved in a video after I visited here, but before the second trip. Mead and the occasional potion and goblets and stuff. Plenty of food stuff. And yeah, well, you'll notice the lack of windows, but not the lack of lighting. It's amazing. Hello Games seriously needs to borrow a page from these people. Now, that would be Elvish armor. And all of these weapons are functional. This would be Dwarven armor. Some weapons with spell effects on. Some of them I'm holding on to until I actually find a copy, either more powerful or not. The least powerful gets consumed, so I can start enchanting my own weapons with it. This one, I cannot remember for the life of me what it does. It might be apt against vampires. And this is the sword you get when you complete part or the whole storyline. And it's there because in this system, gear wears out, and it's like half as powerful as it used to be, which is really too bad. This would be human full plate. Weapons that are out of phase are useful against creatures that are out of phase. Servant quarters. Have anything in the wardrobe? Yes, the servant has clothes. Yeah, I can't have the house Carl running around naked in the house. Yeesh. Unless you're into that sort of thing, then yeah, hey, sure. And yeah, check out the master bedroom. Yeah, when I resume playing this particular character, the first quest is find books, buy books, fill these bookcases up. All right, so barbering section. Motion of plentiful healing. You see, there's it's a little bit darker in the corners because light has a finite reach, but it's still very visible. Um, I'm in my living room right now, and the lighting I'm getting from the dining room and one lamp in the corner. Okay, so behind the PlayStation, it's not as bright as it is where the dining room table is. But guess what? I can see the PlayStation. I can see the wires. So I don't know how they coded the light in No Man's Sky, but man. And oh yeah, forget the storage compartments in No Man's Sky. These guys have got it beat. I mean, as far as I know, there is no limit to what you can put in one of these chests. And a lot of this is building materials. Some of it is surplus potions and stuff. And this is small compared to some of the other chests I have. I try to spread out the stuff so you don't actually have to go from one city to another to get a specific item. So you try to have them, spread out through the various locations. And yeah, well, we're gonna go finish this tour downstairs. Now, acquiring this house is part of the storyline, if I remember correctly. There's some asshole living here. Matter of fact, he's so much an asshole that either this room or the next room was a torture chamber. Now it's a kid's bedroom. It got cleaned. You paid someone to clean it. Personally, I would rather just, get rid of the whole thing, make it a back patio or something. But yeah, I mean, the game allows you to adopt 2 kids. Apparently, you're not allowed to have your own. And yeah, here's the secret room. So this is an alchemy and enchanting lab. Alchemy is used for making potions. So in No Man's Sky, it'd be the equivalent of food stuff that you prepare through a nutrient processor and raw food, where you can eat and improve your health after you're taking damage. And the enchanter allows you to, buff weapons. I mentioned earlier, I'm collecting some weapons and hoping to get a duplicate. Well, you bring that duplicate here, you consume the weapon, you therefore save the enchantment, and you can then, when you forge another weapon, put that enchantment repeatedly. So there's a couple of display cases, and all those weapons are functional. Yeah, that's part of the storyline. I think it's just a sword, but hey, it's got a name, so keep it. And you are inside a bunker. There are a few candles, and yet you can see the mortar in the walls. So yeah, but there's no bleaching effect like the caldera bloom. Those are items you use for boosting enchantments when you do potions and magical items. So magical items would be the equivalent of the B, A, and S class on your multi-tool, if you're talking No Man's Sky. And yeah, I'm still recovering from that cold because I can hear how I sound right now. All right, so that's pretty much Hjerim. Yep, not talking to you. And yeah, I'm in the swanky neighborhood of town. I think that's actually the Jarl's castle. Nope, no, that's even higher frigging noble than I am. So that one's another noble's house. That one's another noble's house. Yeah, okay, the Jarl's castle is over there. And, the ringing a moment ago was my phone telling me it's 7 o'clock, I have to go to work.